This podcast is for conversation and educational purposes only. I am not a mental health clinician that's allowed to give you medical advice to go do some dumb shit. Yes, I said dumb shit. I do curse to express my individuality, so if that offends you, then please don't fucking listen. Now, y'all, enjoy the show.
I'm tired of that bullshit. Toxic people in relationships. They be dealing with the narcissist. Are you dealing with the narcissist? Push you down in every argument. Down in every argument. Now you're fighting your depression. Are you fighting your depression? Trying to figure out the lesson. What's the lesson? Maybe you're looking for a soul. Where you at? Where you at? But the dating scene ain't looking great. Well, I'm two keys and I'm in town. What's up? I'm gonna help you lay them burdens down. Help you lay them down. So please enjoy this episode of the Sexy Nurse Chronicles.
The Sexy Nurse Chronicles podcast, a mental health podcast on love, relationships, and mental health. I am your host with the motherfucking most, Nurse Two Keys. How y'all doing? How you doing? Oh my God, y'all. I missed y'all so damn much. Y'all don't understand. A bitch has been through the wire, okay? So prior to this episode, I may have recorded an episode right before Thanksgiving. And when I tell y'all, a bitch has been through the wire. Like, I had clinicals on my first semester of nurse practitioner school, right? Clinicals, clinical paperwork, classes, online, exams. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I walked that motherfucking dog. I walked that damn exam like a fucking dog. I made an A in health assessment and health assessment practicum. Stop playing with me. Can I get a little hand clap? Can I get a round of applause for myself? All right, y'all. Well, yes, also since then, y'all, I been going back to work, back to back, trying to figure out how to elevate this podcast. Because now that I've built a foundation, now I got to get it out to y'all so y'all can hear this. Hopefully by the time you hear this, I'll be at like 1,000 views or something. But right now, honey, we're going to do one episode at a time, one person at a time, and we're going to take our damn time because we ain't in no rush. Healing is never a rush job. Do you hear me? Okay, so since then, school, A's, working, I got to take my kids to New York City. That's what we call it, New York City. And everything went well until, the ex-hubby narcissist got in his feelings and tried to sabotage the trip before we could even get there. My daughter, love her to death. But, we have responsibilities in this house. And I guess since the separation, divorce, she's had to tack on a little more, but she's also 11 as well. So it's like, if I'm going to be paying you for chores, you're going to have to do something for them and you're going to have to follow through, So, just trying to teach her responsibility, but really help me out around the house. Well, she was lacking. You know what I'm saying? And I am a corporal punishment parent. I believe in corporal punishment. I believe when you lie, you get your ass whooped.
Don't play with me.
I believe when you have to say a million times to something a million times, then okay, now we're going to throw some hands. Yes, I do. And I'm a mental health professional. Yes, I do. But not to the point where, like, we were abused as kids, where we had to go pick our own switches and had to go braid them up. So it's like you're going out there to pick your misery. No, we're not doing none of that. We're not doing any of that. But I just been frustrated. A lot on my shoulders, paying the bills, trying to keep this thing afloat. And I tell you, I told him to take her cell phone back. I didn't even want her to have the cell phone. He got it without my permission. But, it's been kind of helpful, keeping in contact with her while she's in school or she wants to go somewhere early. Or it's been cool. But I asked him to please take the phone back because she's not on her responsibilities. She's 11. Well, he goes behind my back and sends the cell phone back with her on her way back because, like I told y'all, we alternate weekends. So she lied about it. Then I caught her with it, answered the phone while he was calling. And because of that, he got upset, y'all, and ended up calling Child Protective Services and brought CPS to my motherfucking house and then had the audacity to lie about it. These ladies are talking to me about our visitations and holidays. Believe me, the school is not caring about our visitation and holiday. They told me flat out it was him. So, y'all, that's a narcissist for you. They'll go behind your back and do the most low down things and then turn around and say they didn't do it. Come on now. Be a man about your shit. Be a man. Anyways, so dealing with that. Finances kind of fell low. Job was kind of, it was working my nerves. But I'm going to tell you something about the God that I serve. Do you hear me? Do y'all want to? That trip, it was destined to just not be a trip. But I said, I don't care. Lord, I've been planning this trip. I want to take my kids on a family trip. They've never been on a family trip before. They've never been on an airplane. I want my kids to experience this. And they were excited, and I did not want to let my kids down. And then ex-hubby tried to tell me, oh, if you're going to not talk to me about getting them vaccinated, then you're not going. Who the fuck are you talking to? Bruh, move back. First of all, my kids are getting vaccinated. I mean, everybody to each his own. But as far as me and my house and me being a nurse, I'd rather them experience a little pinch than turn around and kill somebody. Not even knowing, passively giving that shit out. Because, the kids, honey, they some nasty-ass kids, man. They spread shit like spreading ain't never spread before, honey. They spread shit better than I can't believe it's butter. It ain't butter. So, yeah, I got my kids vaccinated, which was also a plus because on the trip, you can't really eat in too many places in New York City with a vaccination card. And we had all of ours, so it was cool. I felt a little VIP-ish. But back to the story at hand. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced Child Protective Services coming in your house to do a welfare visit, but it ain't a good feeling, and I know that it ain't nothing but the devil, just being spiteful. Because there's nothing that I said or did wrong. I just called him on his shit. He got pissed off and he's like, okay, I got you, bitch, boom. I got you, bitch, boom. No, bitch, I got you. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the case was closed. And they gave me, it was two women, they gave me some really good advice. They basically said with the narcissist, you never let them see you sweat. So if you're listening, I ain't sweating, baby. I'm unbothered. How you doing? But, just going through those things, just dealing with somebody that's so low down, comment if you've ever been in a situation like that and how you handled it. I think I handled it well because I let them right on in. I showed them around the house. Even though it was a little messed up, they could see that my kids is eating. They got nice homes. There ain't no bruises on my kids. She's just fine. She's just going through those stages, 11 years old. That's when they start. And she did give me some advice. She said that y'all need to start spending more time with my oldest baby. And you know what? She's right. And I'm open for correction. I'm open for it. And so we got really close on the trip. It was really good. She knows now what goes on in my house stays in my house because he was coercing her through the cell phone, y'all. I got a hold to the cell phone. I was like, I thought that you said that your daddy had it. So I went through the cell phone. Oh, she's like, I hate it here, Daddy. I hate it here. She's acting crazy. She said she's about to throw some hands. Oh, baby, are you okay? Oh, take pictures of the bruises. I'm going to get y'all out of here. And then boom. Here comes CPS. Case closed. So this goes to say that what is for you is for you. My kids are for me. They are for me. I ain't just over here whooping ass and then taking names. Believe me, I've exhausted what I'm trying to say 1,000,000 times. So now I got to raise up. I got to get a little crazy. Deranged. You feel me? But at the end of the day, they told me, there's like, you're a great mother. I see you trying. Because now I have really been trying. Oh, my God. Just trying to balance it all. It's been so tough. Sometimes I just cry, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm crying about. And I'm just like, damn, can I get somebody around the house to do something? It built up. But that trip was so necessary. And I think they are my podcast subscribers. So shout out to you, ladies. Thank you for your advice. Thank you for your support. thank you for turning a bad situation into good. Because what the devil meant for bad, God meant for good. So y'all, before I actually get into the podcast episode, yes, I had to catch y'all up. I want to give a major shout out to my listeners, y'all. You know, when I started this podcast, I didn't know where it would go. You know, I just know that I wanted to be here to help somebody. And so, like, I want to give a shout out, of course, to the U.S. because the U.S. does it the best. But I want to give a shout out to, let's see, where are they? To Norway, Italy, Greece, France, Mexico, India, Canada, Germany, Australia, y'all, I'm still going, UK, y'all, and Bangladesh. I don't know where the hell that is, but you know what? If I make this podcast really fucking huge, I'm going to do a Sexy Nurse Chronicles podcast tour. We going around the world, y'all. I already got my passport, baby. I'm ready to go. I want to thank y'all so much, though. Like, I'm so humbly grateful. Thank you for my coworkers, my friends, strangers I don't even know. Thank you for the people that have gotten out of relationships that I've gotten out of, and sharing your story with me. So, y'all, if you want to also share your story, please go to the SexyNurseChronicles.com website and send me your audio files. So, or emails. You can see emails too. So, just want to get into it. Y'all, this episode is a continuation from the last episode. So, the last episode, basically we talked about the different types of narcissistic abuse. Are you a victim of narcissistic abuse? Do you know what that is? After listening to all my damn episodes, you better. I'm going to whoop your ass.
Everybody's
corporal punishment. I'm just playing. I'm asking because narcissists, they can be so damn smooth on how they abuse their victims to the point where they make you think like you going crazy. You remember the gaslighting? The bitch that the lights kept on dimming. And she like, is the lights? Are they dimming? He like, no, baby. And to the point where the damn lady at the end of the store, she ended up going crazy. Gaslighting. Definitely a type of abuse. We're not talking about gaslighting now right now. We are going to talk about what is not so evident. Physical abuse, it is evident, but there's so many other types. So it can get a little tricky. In the previous episode, number 6, we discussed the first 4 types of abuse, which were manipulation, verbal abuse, withholding, and slander. So in this episode, we're going to talk about neglect, isolation, actual physical abuse, and emotional blackmail, because these are also types of abuse. But we're going to look from a childhood point of view to an adult. Y'all, if y'all want a transcription of this episode, y'all, I got blogs on my website, by the way. So, yeah, it's kind of dope. So, let's get into it. The 5th type of abuse we're going to talk about is emotional abuse. It's when the mother ignores the needs of a child physically, emotionally, or mentally. We're going back to Mia Warren's book. So examples of this would be like a mom not feeding her child regular meals because she feels she's too busy or it's not worth her time, but she won't hesitate to make her something to eat or order some shit and eat in the kid's face. Just slow down. If you're going to eat, girl, go eat in the car. Go eat in the car. They won't know. I'm sure y'all done had to do that. Because you can't have shit. Man, you can't have shit with kids. You come in, Mama, let me get a little piece. You're like, y'all just ate. Y'all see, I ain't ate all day. You know they don't give a damn. I'm like, yeah, shit. Anyways, or putting her child in a dangerous situation by leaving her home alone. Now, both of these I had to think about because I've never had 3 meals a day growing up. So I don't really eat 3 meals a day as an adult because it's like you get up, you eat. You get hungry again. Usually by it's nighttime by then, you eat. Snacks in between. And so that's kind of like what me and my kids do, especially if I work overnight. When I come home, thankfully my kids, my oldest baby, she's so responsible. Oh, I'm so proud of her. She know how to make noodles, honey. We know how to use the stove. We know how to watch it. I still watch her. She ain't frying nothing, but she know how to put a pizza in the oven and watch it. She know how to put the timer on, and she know how to come get me if something go wrong. But yeah, she's awesome. But like, I'm not talking about that type of child missing meals just because you feel like, oh, you know what, y'all find something in the refrigerator. Like it used to be with me. No one ain't shit in that damn refrigerator. And then, like, I had to raise my little sister at a very early age. And it made me grow up fast. Back in the day, it was more acceptable now than it is, I guess. You remember you used to get to stay out and walk all night and come back in when the street lights come on. Now you can't even let your kids come outside because somebody might try to snatch them in a white van. Stranger danger, motherfucker. Stranger motherfucking danger. Times have changed, but the concept remains the same. It's like having to be neglected. It just makes you more independent because it's like you don't have anybody to depend on but yourself. Because you are yourself, because it's just you. Nobody's help in certain areas, I guess I would say. But like being neglected makes you not trust people too. You have trust issues. You know what? I done been abandonment issues. That stems from childhood. Yeah. So now you wondering why you can't have a real successful relationship because you keep on crowding her. Man, y'all don't know how many insecure men just done tried to crowd my space, baby. No. Give me some space. Back on up and give me room. Back on up and give me room. Period. Sorry. Y'all, I'm going on a tangent. But yeah, let's move on. So I found an article on Psychology Today, and I found this one particular quote that just stuck with me. And it was a paragraph. It says, an infection may go unnoticed until it is severe. An unsupervised child may be injured, in trouble with the police, or violated by an older child or an adult. This sounds like all the kids I grew up with, including myself. And then a habitually hungry child may look for steady meals at a neighbor's or friend's house. Y'all don't know how many times I done, honey. That's why I was at everybody's house. Hey, grandmama kids became my real cousins. That's grandmama. Lord rest her soul. Sure is. She looked over us while my mom was gone, doing whatever she was doing. So, like, that's my family. And so the responsibility, the burden that it puts on a child may make them want to drop out of school. Then said you get the child ignored, might turn into drugs or self-harm or from the loneliness and the depression. Yeah. And this is what I deal with at my job on a regular basis. People are ready to go. People are stressed. People are tired of being fucked with. I get it, baby. I get it. But you ain't gone yet. So, guys, he's got something for you. He's got something for you, baby. I promise. Everybody's got a gift. And I always tell my patients, everybody's got a gift. You been in the situation you in, when you turn around on the other side, you can help somebody else. Sure can. You can help somebody else. And they'll be in the same position me and you are in. It's just the roles will be reversed. I done seen God take my uncle, who's a crackhead, and turn him into a reverend. Just got married. Shout out to Uncle Jimmy. Love you. Congratulations, by the way. But yeah, I've seen God do things for people. It's like he takes broken people, and turns them into the most beautiful masterpieces, y'all. That's me. I said I wasn't gonna get emotional. But you know what? This is a part of healing. You gotta talk about it. It's okay. I'm not ashamed. I put myself on the cross. I know I'm not perfect. But thank God for the people he put in my life to help raise me as a young person to the woman I am now. And so I didn't get it from a lot of like family in my family. I got it from my friends' moms. I got it from the neighborhood moms. I got it from my uncles, you know, my cousins. I love y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Pull it together, Kiki. Pull it together into ways. So y'all, the sixth type of abuse is isolation. And that falls under emotional and psychological abuse. That is like locking you in your room for days to weeks without any contact with any friends or family. May even keep you from going to school or access to services like counseling or social support. They got to keep the abuse a secret. They ain't finna have them to say, I ain't gonna have no white folks in my business, honey. No, it's not about white folks in your business. White folks are friends. Shout out to my white folks. Like counseling, there's nothing wrong with that. I heard a friend, she said that her mom said, oh, we ain't gonna put them people in our business. We just gonna pray. Yeah, but counseling, you know, people have gifts. Counseling is a gift, and the fact that you can pray to Jesus all day, but you can't have no conversation back and forth. Like, sometimes we need to hear some things, because we about to check the fuck out. I get it, y'all. That's why we're here. That's why we're laying these fucking burdens down. Okay? All right, y'all. Stay with me. Whew. I know it's got a little heavy. I'm about to start this segment a little early. Okay? So with isolation also in intimate relationships, the abuser will keep you from seeing your family and hanging out with friends. You see how you stop doing the things you used to do? I was staying in the house because you always walking on eggshells. I had to tell my ex-husband, honey, a week from before, look, I'm going out, me and Tanya going out next week. Just let you know. You know, I don't like it when you spring shit on me either. I'm thinking we chilling and then I gotta go. So, really? Why you didn't tell me? Shit. Anyways. And also as far as counseling, narcissists, they don't like to be corrected. Okay? So, yeah, counseling was cool at first. Y'all know everything. So I feel like the church, they let me down anyways. But hell, he didn't want to do it no ways because he didn't want to be corrected. Narcissists do not like to be corrected. So even when I was like, okay, I'm leaving, but in order for me to come back, you got to do some counseling. He'll do like 2 funky ass days. Probably ain't even no damn counseling. Come back a month later, back with the bullshit. It's a cycle, y'all. So the 7th sign of abuse is the most common one. That's the physical. That's the physical abuse. That's what you see in the physical. I found an article on Psych Central that talks about the 5 types of abuse that narcissists use on their spouse, but I think it kind of leads up to, I don't know, y'all let me know, but I found that it still goes back to what we already been talking about. So number 1 is intimidation. This is where they bully you, standing over you like a prey, looking down on you, all up in your face and refusing to back down. All up in your energy, all up in your space with that funky ass breath. Boy, get back with that funky ass breath. But seriously, wow, this may scare others. Like, really, it pissed me off. And it makes me want to use physical force to push you to get you out the way. Now you're using aggression back up on me. Now I'm about ready to swing this motherfucking vacuum cleaner at you and like it's Sammy Sosa in this bitch. I'ma steam clean this hoe. I'ma air this bitch out. No, but for real though. That was another story. Other guy. But for real, it'll make you uncomfortable because you're in my personal space. Okay. And so 2nd, they say isolation. You know, we just talked about that. So the narcissist essentially limits their spouse's ability to escape, especially in dangerous situations. For instance, they might drive recklessly with no escape out the car. You know, go like 150. I'm going to kill your side of the car. Bitch, kill your side of the car. Okay? Not mine. Stop playing. Turn this shit down. We already ain't got no gas. Hell. Mess around and run out of gas trying to be funny. Now we got to sit here wait on AAA. I'm looking at your dumb ass. Why the fuck did you do that? You know we ain't had no gas while you trying to be ugly. God don't like ugly. Anyways, so side note, got to talk about the baby. Well, hold on, let's rewind. So we already talked about, they might expose you to severe weather or environmental conditions. Like, bitch, I'll kick you out in the snow. No, the hell you won't, ho. Kick me out in the snow, bitch. We're gonna be making some motherfucking angels, some damn snow angels in this bitch. But no, I want to talk about the baby situation, where he tried to put Danley out at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I had to sit on it because I watch people on Facebook. Some people were like, "Ooh, she's dumb," and "Oh, how could she?" And it's just like, then I looked at her situation and it's like, I already know her as an artist. I already knew that they didn't make a good fucking couple. I said it from the get-go. I promise I did. I was like, Dan Lee? Really? The baby? Ain't that his name? The baby, little baby. Y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. No, the baby. Yeah. But anyways, why would you, there's nothing in the world that important to kick the mother of your child out of the house at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with your child or without your child. Like, there's nothing that fucking serious. And then you turn around and blast her and like show her vulnerability, show her at her lowest. And she's like, I've been keeping quiet. She been dealing with this asshole, man. So yes, you can suck a dick. If you ever hear this, you can suck a dick. I'm on Dan Lee's side, bitch. I got you. Don't nobody should know. Then, well, the kid got 4 outfits. I don't give a fuck if the kid didn't have no outfits or had 1,000 outfits. At the end of the day, your child, the baby, should not be walking around with no motherfucking funky ass 4-ass outfits. So you cheap too? The fuck? You saw Boosie when Boosie gave his daughter her birthday gift, honey. First he pulled out shoes out the suitcase. Honey, then just money, racks and racks of money. She said, keep, man, when I tell you, I was so proud. That's the type of shit that daddies is supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's played out, by the way. So I'm gonna get off my little horsey, and walk back on the trail. But I felt like that was fucked up. And y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I'm just saying there's a way to handle things, especially the mother of your child. And then you act like y'all ain't together. Bitch, she just pushed out a whole fucking baby. Okay, the baby. Let's move along. And so, number 2, they might try to strand their spouses or have their spouse stranded in locations. Like, there's a time or two where me and Jason got the fighting in the fucking car with the kids. In the car. And he got me a fucking headlock while he trying to drive. I think about it's kind of funny. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Because our oldest daughter was younger then, and when I tell you, she talked about that at the weirdest, inappropriate times. Mama, you remember when you and Daddy got to fighting in the car? I'm like, oh, Lord. Yeah, baby. Yeah, Daddy said he was sorry. Mm-hmm. She still held on to it. Because she know what's up. Kids know, especially when you do shit like that in front of them. But you try to leave me stranded. Man, talking about get out. Man, motherfucker, I'm not getting... some people likes to jump up out of cars and shit. Some people like to jump up out of cars when they get mad. Me? Nah, your ass gonna drop me back off where the fuck you found me. Yeah. I'm not finna get stranded for what? Who's that damn mad? Now you gotta walk... Now you don't know where the fuck you going. Oh, shit. Man, okay. So, yes, they do stuff like that. And when others are injured, they might prevent them when the victim is injured, they might prevent them from seeking medical care by minimizing their name calling. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you gonna go tell about that black eye? Man, that's some shit, man. It's your fault. You did this. You shouldn't have did this. You shouldn't, I don't give a fuck what you can say, what you want to say, but nobody has the right to put their hands on you, and if they do that, it's assault. Period. There's nothing that somebody should say or do to control you where you can't control your hands, especially with the woman. I can't get down with that. I can't get funky with that. Sorry. Whew. But yeah. That's another story for another day. I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer. So Then another type of abuse, we'll say physical contact, restraint. Restraint, physical contact that begins in the form of holding a person back. That shit right there. So now you holding me back. Now I'm pushing you back. Now we fighting up in this motherfucker. Because believe me, I'm not one to, oh no, you hit me. Nah, we gonna fight. We gonna duck and we gonna motherfucking buck. I don't care. You want to fight me like a male? Well, I'm going to fight like the little man that I get a little testosterone I got in me, baby. It's going to come out that day. But no, we're not doing that anymore. We're healing, and we're going to get to that too. But yeah, they'll confine their spouses by blocking doorways, grabbing them while they're trying to leave, locking doors with no keys, or even tying the person up. Tying you up, bitch. Now, I ain't talking about the freaky tie up. I was talking about, bitch, tie you up, hold you hostage, bitch. Now, this don't take role playing too far. Now, you take role playing too far, and then that's a problem. So don't let them take it too far. Don't let them start out as that. Then all of a sudden, now they like, yeah, bitch, you gonna sit there today. You know, like, what? Let me go. No, we ain't doing that. So this causes a feeling of entrapment or imprisonment without any escape. And you know what you're going to do in a situation like that? You're going to fight or you're going to flight. Period. So we are going to move on to aggression. So this is what we're talking about, going back and forth. So it is important to remember that physical force which results in pain, discomfort, or injury is unacceptable in any marriage or any relationship. That goes for beating, shoving, biting, slapping, striking with the object, shaking, pinching, choking, hair pulling, dragging, burning, cutting, stabbing, strangling, and force feeding, including overdose or misuse of drugs. Because the narcissist will turn around and blame their spouse for their violent behavior. They're not going to stop using force until once they get it started. Baby, once they start, it ain't no coming back. They're gonna continue, and they're gonna find more reasons to use and justify brutality. And then the last one of physical abuse is endangerment. This is the most dangerous stage of life in jeopardy. This is when your life is in jeopardy. This intimidation and isolation becomes so ordinary that the spouse is numb to the effects. Restraints become a waiting game that the spouse has mastered. Aggression is expected and no longer shocks them. So the narcissist then realizes they're no longer commanding the same type of fear, so they escalate the attacks. Verbal attacks of killing their spouse, family members, or themselves are mixed with physical violence and the use of weapons. Baby, if you're going through that, let it go. Your kids, your life, your future is way more important than a man. Fuck a man. Go. I had a really, really good friend of mine at community college. Her husband shot her in the car with her 2 kids in the backseat. Left the car rolling. Went and hid under a fucking porch or some shit. Now the nigga in prison trying to claim insanity. And his family, guess what congregation they were? They're church people. That goes to show you that all church people are good church people. Now, I'm not saying his family ain't good, but they knew that shit was going on. They knew that my friend was being abused way before she actually lost her life. And she was the most beautiful soul you'll ever meet. Ooh, y'all. So, side note, not all narcissists resort to physical abuse. Some never escalate beyond intimidation. And not all physical abusers are narcissists. Some have other mental illnesses. But a narcissistic physical abuser is someone not to take lightly. No matter what they say, you cannot make them better. This is a decision that they need to make themselves, and it's best done away from anyone that they've harmed in the past. You got to go. Now, examples of emotional blackmail are threats, intimidation, and warnings that are meant to create fear when they don't even have power. So I found this really good article on hackspirit.com, and believe me, I got all these little links in the little description box, so y'all make sure y'all do your, read it over, get it in your brain. So stage 1 of emotional blackmail is a demand. The blackmailer tells the victim what they want from them, and they add an emotional threat. If you leave me, girl, I hurt myself. If you leave me, I'll kill you, bitch. Yeah. They're going to make a demand. Or if you expose me for this, I'll go tell on so-and-so to them about you, about this. It's always a tit for a tat. But anyways, and then there's stage 2, resistance. The victim initially resists the demand, unsurprisingly, because the demand is so often unreasonable. So you mean you want me to do this, but you going about it this way. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we arguing about something so fucking stupid right now? You sound stupid. What you're saying is unreasonable, but you're so mad that you don't even give a fuck. Prime example. He'll say something about a fact that he says is a fact. I'm like, well, show me. Show me, because that don't sound right. So look that up. He was like, no, I ain't got to look nothing up. You gotta believe me. Come on, who the fuck you think that I am? If you gonna tell me something, before I tell you some shit, I'm gonna be done already looked it up just to cover my base. Okay, I'm not gonna talk out of my ass about nothing I don't know about. I'm a Virgo, baby, unless I done analyzed it and then overanalyzed it. Okay, but anyways, so it's just like, why are we arguing? It's just stupid. So then you like, man, you tripping. And so then there's the pressure. The blackmailer pressures the victim to give in without caring how they make them feel. They will often deliberately try and make the victim feel scared and confused so that they'll begin to wonder whether initial resistance was reasonable. Like, damn, he acting like this. He want to go this far and take this away. And he acting like this. Like, got you questioning yourself, knowing that it was unreasonable in the first place. You knew that. That tricky shit. Man, that tricky shit. And so then there's the threat, the blackmail itself. If you don't do as I say, then you can pay your own damn car note, pay your own damn credit card. It's so crazy because at first, oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, you go to school, you do your thing, the moment something get tight, it's your fucking fault. It's your damn fault we in this bind. No, you said that you had me. You kept all this shit a secret. Like, now all this shit done popped up, all these bills. Now, what? I thought you had me. No, baby. Ain't nobody got you but Jesus Christ. Never put all your faith in a man, because that's when they have the most control. Oh, baby, but when you take that control back, baby, take your power back. Fuck him. Anyways, moving along. So, sorry, y'all. I'm taking my time with this episode. I'm sorry. Y'all can come back to it, take a break. We got this segment coming up after I finish this little emotional blackmail. But yeah, it's going to be good. But yeah, they blackmail you that I say, if you don't do this, then I'll do this. Okay, so then you comply. You give into the threat. You're like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to not say nothing and we just going to let this shit blow over. Fuck blow over. Ain't shit blowing over in here. We going to keep this stuff sitting from now on. Yeah, I've learned my lesson. We going to keep this shit steady and straight. S&S. Steady, straight, steady. Copacetic. No drama. None of this toxic stuff. No, y'all, this is not normal. I know it feels like it, but no, it's not. So now the pattern is set. And that's how the cycle of emotional blackmail works. And it's sad to say, some people use our fears to make us comply with their demands. So to hold somebody hostage emotionally, manipulators may use different kinds of fears, such as fear of the unknown, fear of abandonment, fear of upsetting someone, fear of confrontation, fear of tricky situations, fear of your own physical safety, Like, seriously. You know, it's just like, it's sad to say, because it's like I said, some people use our fears to make us comply with their demands. We scared of what's going to happen. That's when you step out on faith. Okay, number 2, that's fear of abandonment. But God, he never left you, nor he forsake you. Fear of upsetting somebody else. You know what? It's all about you now. Fear of confrontation. Stand up for what you believe in. Fear of tricky situations. Let God work it out. Fear of your own physical safety, baby. I pray you're covered by the blood. And if you need help, reach out to your closest friend. Reach out to a family member, somebody that you can trust. Baby, you got to go. You got to go. You got to get out of this. And so there are different type of blackmail roles. So we're going to go over the roles too. Yeah, I'm done. No, I'm almost done. The roles. So the Punisher role, they use the fear of strategy when they're threatened to punish you if their demands are not met. So they tell you what the consequences are, and you will not do a particular thing. The punishment includes, but not limited to, withholding affection, ending the relationship, restrict you from seeing your friends, financial penalties, and physical punishment. Oh, that's Jason all motherfucking day. CPS, but that's cool. He said the weapons may form, but they won't prosper. Okay, y'all, but honey, I got some church music up in here. And then there's the self-punish role. The one, oh, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. Number 3, that's the sufferer role. Well, I'm hurting here, and if you leave me, I might not be physically well or mentally well or emotionally well. Well, you better call on Jesus, because we out this bitch. All right. Then number 4 is the tantalizer role. Tantalizers are people that promise a reward which will never, ever be materialized. So basically, they're promising you something you ain't never really going to get, and it's going to lead to you leading you on and asking you until they want you to do something in return for something else. You know? Broke ass niggas. I know women. I'm sorry, baby. But now you know. That's abuse. It's abuse, y'all. We pointed out this emotional blackmail. So tell me, y'all, if y'all have ever heard any of these statements. If I ever see you look at another man, I'm going to kill him. Or if you ever stop loving me, I will kill myself. Or, bitch, I'll kill you. Or, I've already discussed this with your pastor, your therapist, your friends, your family, and they all agree that you're being unreasonable. My life. It's okay. I'm taking this vacation with or without you. Now, that's me. I say, fuck you. I'm still going on my little vacation, baby. Period. But that's not make me narcissistic. All right, but anyways, how can you say you love me and you still be with your friends and them? You still want to do this, you still want to do that. You just want to go out and have fun, yeah, instead of being stuck under my ass. Yeah, I know. But I actually have a social life, y'all, and I'm balancing more by myself. Kudos to me. Kudos to me. Oh, here's the, you've ruined my life, and now you're trying to stop me from spending money to take care of myself. See, and that's what they would do. They would keep the money. Let me read this one again. You've ruined my life, and now you're trying to stop me from spending money to take care of myself. Like, okay, I made this fucking budget. Why the fuck are we making a budget if we're not sticking by it? So now we're taking from this to this. That means that I'm not even going to get the little really necessities that I need, you know. But I trusted him to hold it down. Well, I held it down. You know, it was a plan. But yeah, now when things go wrong, oh, it's your fault. You ruined, no, bitch, you ruined your life. You ruined my life. Hell, I was the young one. You're the narcissist. Anyways, it's okay. Because my life, I got it back. Number 7, it was your fault that I was late for work. Yep. You was late to my PTK little vote me in thing. And Blame me. You didn't pray hard enough. You didn't go into your prayer closet. What the fuck? I gotta go. You should pray that you get where you got to go. Yes, spiritual narcissist. If you wouldn't cook this unhealthy way, I wouldn't be this overweight. Now, y'all, this is all my life. This is definitely hackspirit.com, by the way. Yeah. It's your fault that we gaining weight. Well, bitch, man, well, we gonna start eating. Man, I eat good. I don't care. You eat how you want to eat. You the one to snore, not me. I'm gonna eat good. Hell, I work hard. I eat good. Okay. But not enough to put me underwater. Anyways, if I would have gotten ahead in my career, I'd be done more. I would be. What did it say? If I would have gotten ahead in my career if you had more at home, if you done more at home. I fucked that one up, y'all. And I ain't even going to edit it. We going to keep it going. If you don't take care of me, I'll wind up in the hospital or on the street or unable to work. Grown-ass man, you need to get a fucking job. Okay? I hope I've entertained y'all this episode. You'll never see your kids again. That was a lie. I'll make you suffer. That was a lie. You'll destroy this family. No, your mouth did. That was a lie. You're not my child anymore. I'm the child of a king now. It don't even matter, mama. That was a lie. You'll be sorry. Yes, now. Okay. All that. But they look like they the ones that's sorry, really. But I'm going to move on with my life. I got to move on. Oh, and I'm cutting you out my will. I'll get sick. I can't make it without you. If you will not have sex with me, I'll get it from somewhere else. I know he was doing that. If you can't buy me a new phone, you're worthless sister, mom, dad, brother, lover. Y'all, this is emotional blackmail, and it's fucking abuse, okay? I've beat it to the bed, and I am so happy that y'all are with me. I did not mean to make this podcast this long, so here we go, y'all. After this sponsorship, I'm going to hit y'all with the Surviving Love with Nurse 2 Keys. So you want to start a podcast, right? Well, I started mine with Anchor by Spotify. It's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need in one place. You want to get your friends on a podcast? You can do it through the app. You want to make a trailer or record straight from your phone? You can do it from the app, guys. When I tell you, I love it because when I upload an episode to Anchor, it shoots out to all of my platforms. So y'all, if you haven't tried Anchor, thinking about starting a podcast, start there. Surviving love with Nurse 2 Keys. You gotta be a baddie for me to call you daddy. If you want to fuck with me, dudes be really spooky. They wanna be your bookie. Surviving love with 2 Keys. They rubbing on your booty, but if they don't have money, then they have nothing for me. Cause I'm the baddest bitch and I know I got to get it. Now, y'all know I like to alternate between my dear Kiki and Surviving Love, y'all. But I just have to talk about something not so, heavy like last, episode. But let's talk about men that enjoy wearing women's clothing. Yes, y'all. Yes. I've seen it all. I've heard it all. I ain't done it all. But it's a real thing. So I was dating this guy, met him off the dating app. He was very nice, very attentive. He has very great intellect, smart. I'm a sapio hoe. Sapio means we like intelligent people, intelligent conversations. I'm a sapio hoe. Okay. So he's just very caring. And so we went on a date or whatever, met him at his crib. And when I came through the door, nigga was cooking. I'm like, oh shit. Now wait a minute. Okay. I'm like, is he trying to be cheap? Because we're going on a date? Or is he just cooking because he's hungry? anyways, no, he was cooking because he was cooking, and the food came handy after the date, too. But like, he was so nice, and he was like, I want to give you something. And I'm like, what? And he pulled out this gift that was sitting there right in my face. I didn't even notice. It was like, this is for you finishing your classes and graduating. Well, not graduating, but like, I guess graduating to the next semester. And he was just like, congratulations on the podcast and like everything you got going on, And he gave me like this little tea light and showed me how to use it because his house smelled good. And we had been talking about tea light. So it's crazy because he was listening to what we was talking about on the phone. I know it was so wonderful. But honestly, I can't remember if it was before or after the date. But he expressed to me that he likes to wear women's clothing. And it's been a thing for him since he was like, well, first he said panties. And I'm like, oh, panties? He's like, yeah, I've been like women's panties like 6 or 7. So I was like, oh, so you like the smell of pussy. You like the way, coochie smell. He was like, yeah. But like, he said he likes to actually wear panties. If it's a day where he's at home alone and he ain't got shit to do, he might wear a bra with it, with some fucking boobs. And so, like, it's definitely cool. Not judging him at all. Like, disclaimer, the stories are real, but the names have been changed to protect the not so innocent. But no, we ain't gonna give him no name yet, I guess. I'll title it. I'll put it in the description below. But, yeah, he said that that's what he likes to do. And it's like he's never been in a relationship where it's mattered. Like, no, he's never had anybody not fuck with him because he wears women's clothing. And he's had some women buy him some too. So I'm like, shit, while I'm up in Victoria's Secrets, I'm going to buy me some panties. I'm going to send him a screenshot. Which panties you like? Which ones you want, boo-boo? I guess that's how that works. But no judgment at all. But when I brought it to a friend, she's like, girl, and he probably wear heels, girl, better than you do. And, I used to dance. I don't really wear heels anymore. So he probably could outwalk me in some heels. She was like, girl, he gonna turn around and be your motherfucking best friend. So shout out to you, Bessie. Now you know where we stand. You're my best friend. Forever. Yes. But he's a really fun, nice guy. This is what he likes. But he said when it comes down to fucking, because I asked, like, so do you like to wear when you fuck? He's like, no, I like to be the man when it's time. He said, I'm not trying to compete with the woman. Okay. And I asked him, I was like, so I want to talk about this on my next podcast. Actually, it's like, would you be offended? He said, hell no. He said, it's my motherfucking business. Shit, I don't care. He said, just want to post my name, my social, and all that. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But, and he's still my friend. No judgment. But it's just like, y'all tell me what y'all think. Like, I think it's a thing, but he's like, there's a lot of men that actually like to wear lingerie that aren't, like, gay. And I was like, it's like this sometimes it's just a thing. I'm just like, okay. So y'all comment and let me know what y'all think, y'all thoughts. Please send a bitch a comment. I'm about damn near in the damn 10th episode and bitch still ain't got no comments. Thank you for not disliking though. And thank you for following. So, y'all, we're living in a different time. We're living in a different age. It's just like it's different dating now. And I really appreciate the experiences that I've had, even though they haven't always been the best. I've learned something from them. And so, I just really appreciate people being vulnerable with me and opening up to me, That means a lot to me that, he did that because that takes a strong man. But he's like, hell, you gonna be there, you gonna be there. If you're not, fuck you. So we're going to leave that at that note. So let's wrap it up. recap. So between the episode and last, we hit on 8 types of narcissistic abuse, which are manipulation, verbal abuse, withholding, slander. Then we hit on neglect, isolation, physical abuse, and emotional blackmail. Throughout your life may have been all these types and never been considered abuse. A lot of times it may have been considered punishment. It's just the way things were, because, at the end of the day, narcissists, they have good days. They got good days too. That's what keeps you reeling in this like rat hole race, especially when they're trying to make up for their bad behavior. Oh, I'll take you on trips. I'll buy you this. I'll buy you that. I'll take you to football games. Just doing the most. But it's like you're selling your soul for that, baby. I don't want it. So, we're talking about what love ain't. Let's talk about what love is, y'all. I'm going to end this with 1 Corinthians verses 4-7, which reads what true love is, which reads, love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It's not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Y'all, I love y'all. Thank you so much for just being my friends and family and cousins and everything, my bitches. Hey, y'all. Next episode, we're going to start on the 11 signs that you are a victim of narcissistic abuse. Then we're going to focus on healing, y'all. I'm going to wrap it up, but you're going to want to hear this 11 signs that you're a victim. These are the signs that if you've ever been a people pleaser, if you ever have felt like you have to walk on eggshells, this is one of those episodes. So y'all tune in. Please comment, like, share, download wherever you are. I love y'all. Until then.